It has been a while since we saw a true two-door off-roader from the legendary Jeep brand, but things are about to change. Jeep CEO Antonio Filosa just dropped a bombshell announcing the upcoming Jeep Shortcut, and trust us when we say this is the tiny Jeep of your dreams. Let us introduce you to the newest member of the Jeep family, the tiny yet mighty Shortcut. Don't let the name fool you. The legendary American SUV manufacturer hasn't taken any shortcuts in creating this small but mighty throwback to their legendary models of yesteryear, and it becomes obvious the moment you lay eyes on it. Before diving into everything the all-new Shortcut has under its belt, let's take a trip down memory lane to see where it takes inspiration from. The origin of the two-door short-wheelbase Jeep runs all the way back to the dark days of World War II. In 1941, the U.S. military contracted Willys Overland Motors to develop a lightweight reconnaissance vehicle, and the result was the iconic Willys MB, a no-frills machine loved across the world for its maneuverability and off-road prowess in the heat of war. This no-nonsense design, featuring a windshield that could fold flat and a removable canvas top, laid the groundwork for the road-legal Jeep models that would follow. Fast forward to the post-war era, soldiers returning home from the war zone craved a taste of the freedom and capability they experienced overseas with the Willys MB. As a result, Willys Overland released the civilian CJ2A, a near-identical version of the MB, with minor modifications that made it fit for on-road use. With this, the CJ2A became the first mass-produced two-door Jeep available to the public, and to say that it was a runaway success would be an understatement. This war machine for the road managed to capture the hearts of farmers, ranchers, and outdoor enthusiasts all over the land of the free, with its go-anywhere functionality and simple underpinnings. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, Willys continued to refine the CJ platform. The CJ3 broke cover in 1949, offering a more powerful engine and a slightly longer wheelbase compared to the OG. The CJ5 soon followed in 1953 and became a legend in its own right. With a wider body, improved suspension, and various trim levels on offer, the CJ5 offered the perfect balance between utility and comfort, solidifying the two-door Jeep's place in American history. Soon, the good old Jeep became a symbol of adventure, exploration, and individuality, appearing in countless movies and television shows, cementing its place in pop culture as the go-to vehicle of the tough guy. By the time the 1970s rolled around, the market for off-roaders and go-anywhere vehicles was booming. This was one of the main reasons behind the American Motors Corporation, better known as simply AMC, acquired Kaiser Jeep, which now had the rights to the Jeep brand. Recognizing the growing demand for recreational off-road vehicles, AMC introduced the iconic Jeep CJ7 in 1976, which retained the CJ5's basic formula but offered a wider track, a larger engine, and an even more comfortable ride. It proved immensely popular among Jeep lovers, becoming a favorite among off-road enthusiasts for its improved capability and rugged good looks. As the 1980s approached, emissions regulations and safety standards began to tighten, and AMC responded by introducing the Jeep Scrambler in 1981. Essentially a long-wheelbase version of the CJ7, the Scrambler offered more cargo space and passenger comfort, while retaining the off-road prowess the brand was known for. However, the Scrambler's high price point and limited production run that ran just 3 years kept it from achieving the widespread success of the prior CJ models. The year 1987 marked a pivotal moment in Jeep history as American Motors introduced the first ever Wrangler, the YJ. It marked the first all-new Jeep design in decades. Just like the Shortcut of today, the original Wrangler paid homage to its CJ heritage with its boxy silhouette and removable top, but it also came with modern amenities like a coil spring suspension setup and a wider stance for improved on-road handling. The Wrangler was a hit from the start, offering a blend of capability, comfort, and iconic Jeep style that resonated with the new generation of off-road enthusiasts. By the close of the 20th century, the two-door Jeep had cemented its place as an automotive icon. From the utilitarian CJ models to the more comfort-oriented yet equally rugged Wrangler, these vehicles embodied the spirit of adventure, freedom, and conquering the outdoors. This legacy continues to this day, with the Shortcut looking to write a new chapter in the story. On the exterior, you'd be forgiven for thinking that the Shortcut is an old Jeep restored and dressed up to be put under the limelight, but the real story behind this modern icon couldn't be further from the truth. This concept takes the essence of the classic Jeep and injects it with a healthy dose of 21st century innovation. Sure, the boxy silhouette, the bright red paint, and the minimalist bodyline evoke memories of the CJ5, but beneath the surface lies a technological marvel. In other words, the Shortcut is the true definition of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Starting with a two-door Wrangler platform, Jeep engineers have performed some clever plastic surgery on the body, with the most noticeable change being the chopped body. 14 inches have been meticulously removed, carefully maintaining the Wrangler's wheelbase for stability while maintaining a shorter overall footprint. The minute dimensions play a crucial role in improving the Shortcut's off-road capability, allowing for tighter turning circles and better maneuverability on narrow roads than any other off-roader on the market today. In keeping with the minimalist exterior, the Shortcut also sheds some weight by removing a few non-essentials. The rear bumper gets a minimalist makeover, with it being tucked closer to the body than the current generation Wrangler. Step around to the rear and you'll immediately notice that the spare tire, which traditionally comes mounted on the back, has been thrown out. Worried about getting stranded in the middle of nowhere with a flat tire? Fear not, as Jeep has equipped the Shortcut with a hidden winch system that can handle tire changes without breaking a sweat. Not only does this help to maintain the minimalist exterior, but it also frees up valuable storage for all your cargo. So what do all these changes add up to? A concept that's a staggering 2 feet shorter than a standard Wrangler, which is no mean feat, and it brings it remarkably close to size to the legendary CJ5. The commitment to going back to basics continues with the Shortcut's removable doors and roof. This might seem like a step backward to those who are from the outside looking in, but for Jeep purists, it's a return to the good old days with the pure wind-in-your-hair Jeep experience. It also reduces weight, a crucial factor for the best off-road experience. But if the weather takes a turn while you're on your adventure, the Shortcut has got your back. Jeep hasn't forgotten about practicality, which is why this petite machine retains a fold-down windshield just like its grandfather, making this a true all-weather off-roader. The exterior transformations of the Shortcut from the Wrangler go beyond its mere size. Jeep has given the Shortcut a restyled grille with a nod to the classic Jeep design language, while the hood also features a more muscular design that hints at the capable engine lying beneath. We'll talk more about this capable powertrain later on, but now let's take a walk around the back. The tailgate has also received a subtle redesign from the Wrangler, maintaining the same rugged functionality while adding a touch of modern flair with a touch of classic machoism. Simple, round side view mirrors replace the bulkier modernized units you'll find on the Wrangler, further adding to the retro minimalist aesthetic Jeep has gone after with this homage to the past. Moving on to the shoes, the Shortcut sits on a set of rugged 17-inch wheels, a throwback to the classic Jeeps of yesteryear. But don't be fooled by their vintage looks. These steelies are wrapped in a set of aggressive 35-inch BF Goodrich Mud Terrain TA KM2 tires, which are more than capable of finding grip on any surface Mother Nature throws its way. The bright red paint, a perfect match for the wheels, and an unmistakable throwback complete the exterior, creating a head-turner that deserves to be in the conversation for the best concept car revealed by a major automaker in the modern era. Now that you know all about the Shortcut's looks, join us as we explore its impressive interior. Here, the Shortcut continues the theme of retro charm with a modern twist, greeting those who are lucky to step in with a pair of low-back bucket seats upholstered in a stylish red plaid pattern. We quite like this playful design choice as it injects a touch of personality into the Shortcut while once again paying homage to the classic Jeeps of the past. The traditional dashboard layout we all know and love in the Wrangler has been replaced by a streamlined design, featuring only the most essential gauges for off-roading. Jeep has been thoughtful enough to include a touchscreen for infotainment and navigation, but it takes a back seat to what is perhaps the highlight of the interior, which lies in the shifter. Topped with a bright red ball knob, it is a subtle yet undeniable connection to the Jeeps that came before. This isn't just a stylistic choice, however, as it is a living and breathing reminder of the Shortcut's lineage and its commitment to a pure overlanding experience. Diving under the hood, you'll find a tried and tested 3.6-liter V6 paired with an old-school manual transmission, which has been hooked up to a modified exhaust system for a healthy boost in performance. A 2-inch lift kit and Fox dampers neatly tucked beneath wrap up the package, and we'd be lying if we said we didn't fancy one if Jeep ever decides to put this into production. The shortcut is more than just a concept car seeking attention. It's a love letter to Jeep's rich heritage, which takes the legacy of the two-door Jeep and reimagines it for the modern age. By combining classic design cues with cutting-edge technology, the shortcut offers a glimpse into the future of off-road motoring, proving once again that sometimes less Jeep is truly more Jeep.